Watch this video if you want to have time, location, and financial freedom because you are no longer going to be trading your time for money. What we first need to realize and look at is that the belief that you need to trade your time for money is complete and total bullshit. This has been sold to you by the Matrix, who makes you a modern day slave. And you have to understand that if you keep believing this, you will be a modern day slave who is one of the 80% of people that could not afford a $400 emergency. Yes, that reality is available for you, but it sucks. So why would you choose to live there? So first and foremost, you have to stop playing the victim and acting like a modern day slave, and we need to break this down. So what this means is let's look at some real life examples that you're actually familiar with. So I used to bartend. Yes, did I get paid an hourly wage to bartend? Yes. Was it an insanely low wage because I got tips? Yes. Now I am amazing at everything I do because that's who I am. And at bartending, that is no exception. I am a born and raised New Yorker, so I am efficient as fuck. That is my keyword. I am fast as fuck. I move faster than the majority of people that you meet. I talk fast, I walk fast, I move fast. I do everything quickly. When I bartend, I'm amazing at multitasking. I'm amazing at doing everything at once. I will be the fastest bartender. I'll be the most efficient bartender. I will be the cleanest bartender. I will check every box that you can and then add 10, and I'm exceptional in all of them. Now, if I am working with another bartender who completely sucks, who can't multitask, who can't do things quickly, who can't remember more than one drink, who can't ring something in and be putting in another order, who can't actually handle the task of bartending, which is not as simply as making drinks, is that person making the same hourly wage as me? Yes. Is that person getting the same tips as me? Fuck no. I consistently get at least a 25% tip when I am bartending because I'm that good at what I do. There are a lot of people that do not have the integrity that I have, where they are very passionate about working hard and being amazing at what they do. So there are a lot of people that bartend and they are terrible at it. But why do they do it? Because they like to talk to people, because they just want a job, because they like to be lazy, and they hope that they get good tips. What I need you to understand, moral of this story is, even though two people are bartending, that does not mean that the amount of money that those two people are taking home is the same amount of money. Because one person that is exceptional at what they do is going to get exceptional tips. It doesn't mean that they traded more time for money. Quite the opposite. When I am so fast at multitasking and so good at what I do, this actually means that I am getting more tips more quickly, not because I'm trading more time for money, but because I am leveraging my skill set to use less time to make more money. If you have ever worked in the service industry, you know what I'm talking about. And of course, I'm talking about America because we don't treat our service workers fairly. But if you are a good waiter, if you are a good server and somebody else sucks, you are not going to be walking home with the same amount of money every single night. When I bartended, I traditionally took home $500 a night. Every single shift that I worked, because I'm fucking awesome at what I do when I work in very busy bars, because I don't want to stand there and talk to you. I don't like service level conversations. I don't want to talk to you about every single tattoo that I have because you feel entitled because I'm a bartender that has tattoos. I'd rather be busy, going. So I made bank. That does not mean that other people that could not handle the amount of volume that I could handle were walking home with the same amount of money that I made. If you work in an office job, that might be a little different, but I want you to realize that the whole point of this is it's not that trading time for money is what makes you more money. It's leveraging your skill set to make you more money in a shorter amount of time. Because when you know how to leverage your skills to become more valuable, you actually do not have to trade more time for money. So now let's convert that into entrepreneurship. If you are somebody that is exceptional at what you do, if you create exceptional offers or products or have services that are exceptional, that means that you are going to be so valuable that it is almost impossible to actually put a dollar on that. Because if you are somebody that is doing something that has life-changing results, if you are a service provider, if you are a coach, if you are a mentor, if you are somebody in that space, what you do could not even be equated to money, which is why you can charge 6, 7, 8 figures for that service, because what you do is that valuable. So when you become an entrepreneur, you cannot keep taking on the mindset that you have to trade time for money, because not everything you're doing is going to equate to money. And there are certain things that you can do one time and you can make insane amounts of money off of repetitively. And if you are somebody in the online space that isn't leveraging that, you aren't creating evergreen offers, if you aren't writing books, if you aren't creating digital products, if you aren't doing something on top of your skill set, which could be coaching, which could be mentorship, which could be something that you're trading time for money for, you're leaving money on the table because you write that book once and you keep making money off of it. You create that program once and you keep making money off of it. You create that digital offer once and you keep making money off of it. You do not need to trade time for money. And when you know how to be smart in business, you are going to trade your time to do something once and then make infinite gains off of it. You have to throw away the programming that you've been taught that the amount of money that you make is directly tied to the amount of hours that you work. Because also conversely, look at somebody who is a salary employee. When I worked for the New York State government, again, I was the hardest worker and I did the most amount of things. But because of the way the civil service laws are, I wasn't getting paid more for the amount of work that I was doing, and I was actually getting handed more and more work for the people that were incapable of doing their jobs, which is the most of state employees. So I was doing the job of 10 people and I was still getting paid one salary. So I need you to tie this into no matter where you are right now. If you want to be financially free, you have to be a business owner. Point blank, you have to be a business owner. If you do not want to be financially free, please keep working for somebody else. If you want to start leveraging your skill set to make bank so that way you're working less and making way more money, then DM me for short-term mentorship, go all in and fill out the application for long-term mentorship, or get into my business university. If you get into mentorship with me, long-term mentorship, you get access to my business university and my manifestation university, so that way personally and professionally you are growing rapidly and quantum leaping in your success.